Look at this mess you've made. Look at this. You tore all the stuffing out, and guess who gets to clean that up? Not you, me. You had a nice bed, but you don't have a nice bed no more. What are we gonna do with you? Oh, look at that.
It seems animals always enter our lives when we least expect it, and that was the case with Libby. Now, one evening, I was scrolling through Facebook when I saw a desperate plea. A dog rescue was begging for help. They needed to save a dog who was scheduled to be euthanized the very next day unless somebody stepped in.
Yes, Libby Lou. Libby Lou. She cost me a fortune. Yep. Would you quit getting this thing all tangled up? Now, come here. You got it all over your leg.
I scrolled past it at first, but I couldn't shake her from my mind. And after a little thought, though probably not enough, I went back to the post and I said, okay, I've got the land, I'll take her. The next morning, I went and picked up Libby. And after a 2-hour drive, I met the rescue contact and officially took Libby into my life.
Yeah. You like brand new warm hay. It's not a very pleasant day.
While Libby ruled her corner of the world with intensity, another unexpected character was making his way into my life. Only this time, it wasn't a dog.
Waddles.
It was a rooster.
He's coming home with me soon. Where you going, Waddles? Waddles. Walks like a duck. He's born with a birth defect. What seems to be the issue? Usually I can get him to talk. Do the Scooby laugh. No. There he went. He's gonna cry. Okay, we'll leave you alone. They come. They're like, what? What? Go on out there. What? Yo, man, are we allowed to go out? I don't know. I'm gonna go out. He's gonna go out, I'm gonna go out. Hey, man, come on, let's go. It's all clear, guys, come on. I ain't never seen this much room. What are they doing, Tilly? Look at Waddles. Come on, Waddles. Come on. Look at all this room you got, buddy. What's up with them girls? Come on, girls. Tick, tick, tick. There we go. There we go. Oh, man, what's this green stuff?
Now, I spent many years working for a top-class chicken breeder, and each year we'd hatch thousands of chicks. And with that many, not all were born healthy. And the ones that weren't, well, they got cold. But somehow, one little rooster managed to slip past us all, and his name was Waddles. At some point, either from injury or birth defect, Waddles developed a physical issue. And normally, well, we were supposed to take care of it. If we notice something like that, and I think you know what it means, but Waddles had heart. Whenever he saw me coming in the golf cart, He'd waddle his way towards me as fast as his little crooked legs would carry him. And he didn't take any lip from the other chicks either. He stood his ground. And I couldn't help but respect him. He was small, he was different, and he was full of grit. And I admired that. I knew what would happen if the ranch owner saw him, so I kind of kept him hidden, back in the woods a little bit. And quietly, I had made plans to bring him home. But first I had to ask permission. For 5 full years, Waddles lived a healthy and happy life. And thanks to my other channel, Ouachita Mountain Living, Waddles became something of a celebrity. Now, I didn't know much about Libby's past, but I could tell you she'd been through something. Like people, animals can carry invisible scars, and it would take time before I realized just how deep hers ran. But when I tried putting her in the yard with my other dogs, I quickly discovered Libby had severe aggression towards other animals. At first I didn't know what to do, but I knew one thing: I wasn't giving up on her. So I adjusted. I created a life for Libby where she could feel safe, and the rest of us could too. And she also had ongoing medical issues, especially with her ears. Every few months, I'd take her to the vet for cleanings and medication. They'd heal up for a while and then flare up again. Maybe it was allergies. Maybe she was hearing voices in her head. We'll never know. Now, I wasn't sure if Waddles would survive long term. But after speaking with the ranch owner, who had over 60 years of experience with chickens, well, he reassured me Waddles would most likely live a normal life. So I brought him home and placed him in a pen with a group of retired 10-year-old hens from the ranch, no longer needed for breeding. Waddles had his own little flock. He ruled it proudly. For 5 full years, Waddles lived a healthy, happy life. Waddles was more than just a chicken, and Libby was more than just a dog. You see, they were symbols of second chances. The focus of this channel isn't just the beginning or the end. It's about the in-between. The memories, the laughter, the companionship, the joy our animals bring into our lives. And Libby and Waddles both did that in their own unforgettable ways. And through this channel, their stories live on.
What do you think of that? 1, 2, 3, 4, knocking on your door. 1, 2, 3, 4, who's that knocking on your door? It's a cat with a big smile. He's been there for a while. 1, 2, 3, 4, knocking on your door. They are your friends. They wanna dance and sing. Open up the door and let them in. They are your friends, they wanna dance and sing. Open up the door and let them in. 1, 2, 3, 4, who's that knocking on your door? That's Joe, the alligator. Hey Joe, catch you later. 1, 2, 3, 4, knocking on your door. 1, 2, 3, 4, who's that knocking on your door? It's a dog singing a song. Hey, let's sing along. 1, 2, 3, 4, knocking on your door. They are your friends, they wanna dance and sing. Open up the door and let them in. They are your friends, they wanna dance and sing. Open up the door and let them in.
All right, I hope you've enjoyed the video so far. Both jobs are complete. So let's take a look what we have. We got Libby. I think she came out great. Not too dark, not too light. Now, I did have to do this a few times. What I do is I do like a 4 inch square till I get, you know, the right, you know, whatever suits me. And then that's what because, you know, this stuff ain't cheap. So I don't want to waste a bunch of 10 or 12 inch pieces. So once I got the settings down on that particular laser, well, this is what we got. Sometimes if I turn it different, you can get the camera picks it up a little different than what the eyeballs do. But all in all, she came out great. We're going to get her frame, put her on the wall. Now I will be making frames in future episodes. I'm not doing those with mine. I've got everything set up. I'm ready to do that. But in subscribers, when you send me your animals, they will be framed. And it may not always be like this. It may be a keepsake box or whatever. I will have something you can choose from. All right. Waddles, I'm very happy with. That came out really good. Now, that is an actual picture of Waddles. None of them were that great. So what I had to do was put it in AI, but that is his actual head. They kind of put his comb up, but, you know, at one time his comb did look like that, and then it went bloop. But that came out very well. This, again, I had to do several times. Now, originally, when I printed this out, I had Waddles under here in text, and I decided, since, you know, there's nothing up here that got printed, so it kind of looked funny because you could only see the circle up to about here. And because a laser printer only prints what it can see, or what's dark, the darker areas. So in this photo, in the sky, there was nothing. So I went ahead and cut it out. And I'm going to build I'll make a round frame for this one, or I'll figure out something to do with it. But this is also an option. I can make them in several different shapes, any shape you want. You're going to see a lot of different examples coming up in the future. Now, I didn't film this, but yeah, in the first episode I did Waldo. This is the one I did. Now, I went ahead and redone it because this one is his final one that's going to go on his, I'm going to make this his grave marker. So as you can see the difference, I didn't do it with the borax, but I did it at a darker, I did it at a higher power and a little bit faster speed. So what I ended up getting was a darker image, which we'll be able to see from a distance because I'm putting plexiglass over this. I've got some clear silicone. I'm going to run a bead across here. Then we're going to put the plexiglass on, and then we'll frame it. But I want to make sure it's completely waterproof because, you know, if this gets wet, it's not going to be any good. So we want to keep this dry. So that's how these came out. Let's go ahead and take one more look at them here together. Waddles and Libby. Now, some of you might think, hey, a chicken? Come on, hey. If you watched my other channel, Waddles was quite the star. Everybody loved Waddles. I don't think he was born handicapped. I think he got injured at some point when he was a baby. And he couldn't walk normal. And I kind of had to hide him from the owner of the ranch because he kind of, you know, he would have culled him out. So he had character, man. He would just chase you and all that. So I took him home, put him with a bunch of old hens, and there we are. All right, I thank you guys for watching. Happy tales. Well, hello, girls.
Oh.